Look at that. You don't get much better than that.
안녕하세요 from Korea. Welcome to next matchup. If you love noodles, then you're gonna love this dish. We're cooking 메밀국수. Basically, we're taking the buckwheat noodles. That's kind of like a 메밀면 in Korean. We're gonna take those, we'll boil them, and they're gonna be a cold noodle dish. They're essentially soba noodles. To bring the flavor, we're gonna make a really delicious sauce. We're gonna make it all from scratch. It's gonna take a little bit of time to boil everything up, but the results are worth it. So I highly recommend you try this dish out. It's so good. Like I said, if you love noodles, you'll love this dish. Let's begin. How you garnish this dish is up to you, though I recommend things like cucumber and radish. You want something that's crunchy and fresh. That'll go really well with the sort of soy sauce based sauce that we're going to make, which is inherently quite salty. Use a little bit of sauce, and then these delicious garnishes will have that perfect blend of crispiness and freshness that you want. And the pickled radish is important because a little bit of vinegar on there is going to help cut through that sort of saltiness of the sauce. It's just such a good combination. So definitely try and get some sort of pickled radish if you can. It also looks really nice, the little white balls that you make and put on top. Now we are going to use some vegetables to throw in our sauce. You're not going to keep these in the sauce because we're going to strain them. So just choose things you've got lying around. I've got green onions and I've got a lot of chives. You could also use onions, and I would have used onions, but I didn't have any available. So this is fine. Make sure you fry up your anchovies. You want to get rid of that sort of fishy sort of taste or smell to them. So give them a quick fry up first. And then lightly fry this. So turn the heat down a little bit when you're cooking these, and you want to sort of almost get some of the juices to come out of your onions and the vegetables that you're using for the sauce. Then throw everything in. Your soy sauce, your sugar, the rice wine, and a bit of water. Be careful with this. If you have too much sugar and not enough water, your dish will caramelize too quickly and you'll basically just end up with some sort of salty sugar. You don't want that. It'll be too thick and it'll actually burn and turn into a big mess. So basically be very careful. Make sure you've got more than enough water. You can always just cook it a little bit longer if you think that it's too runny. Start off with 15 minutes at a medium heat, and while it's doing that, you're going to slice up this. Let's get our pickled radish ready. We're going to slice this up because we want to get it nice and fine and then roll it up into a little ball, and that's just going to go into. Visually, it looks really nice, and honestly, you can skip this step. But like I said, try not to skip the radish because that radish is so good with this dish. Just slicing it up nice and thin so that you can essentially turn it all into. And look, I'm trying to figure that out. You just squeeze it. It's easy. That'll go perfectly on top. Excellent. Now, in our other pan, we've been cooking for about 15 minutes now. We're going to take out the dashima. You don't want that in your sauce. It'll overcook and turn everything into a mess. So take it out and then cook for 15 more minutes on a low heat. Like I said, you don't want it to get too thick. So look there, it's perfect. It's runny, it's black, but it's a little bit thicker than just soy sauce, essentially. And that's the consistency you want. If you feel like you put too much water in it, then just cook it for a little bit longer until some of the water is evaporated out of it. Strain everything off. And all that you're left with is our beautiful sauce. And that doesn't look like much, but that's enough for 2 or 3 dishes. You don't need much of this sauce to make a big impression. Perfect. Let's get these noodles ready while that cools down. The noodles should be cooked for about 3 minutes. If you cook them for 3 minutes, you will get a chewier texture. If you don't like that type of texture, you want it to be a little softer, then cook for 4 minutes. Just make sure that with buckwheat noodles, you don't want them to be overcooked because that's the whole purpose of using buckwheat noodles is they should be a little bit chewy. They're a bit thicker and they have a bit of consistency or texture to them. Throw them in our water because we want to cool them off, stop the cooking process, and then mix them around until most of the starch is off. I really like running them in this water. I find it gives a good result. It gets the starch off quite easily. Now dry them off and they're basically ready to go, and we can start plating this dish. Now, do you put the sauce on the bottom first or do the noodles first? That's up to you. I went with the sauce on the bottom and then placed the noodles on top. a little bit easier, though it is hard to get the noodles on exactly. There's our cucumber, lots of cucumber on this. I like cucumber, you can put less. And it's a bit of seasoned seaweed. The seasoned seaweed is just a good little bit of crunchiness to it. So you've got 3 crunchy things and very fresh things, and then finally some chives over the top. I find this, number 1, I had chives left over. Number 2, they add a little bit extra freshness to the dish. It's perfect. Let's see how it tastes.
Okay, this looks amazing. I can't wait to eat this. Look at that. Look at that. You don't get much better than that. That's beautiful, and I can't wait to eat it. All right, let's just get in there. The sauce is quite, it's got a bit of thickness to it. It's good, that's flavor. All right, let's eat it. Oh, gotta break this up. Oh, oh, this is beautiful. Oh, I should get a look at this. It's beautiful. Look at that. Wow. Oh. Oh. Perfect. It's not too salty and it's not too sweet. You gotta balance both of those things. If you overcook it, it'll be a little bit burnt. It'll also be too sticky. But if you undercook it, it'll be too runny and flavorless. It has to have that perfect flavor so that you only use a little bit of sauce and it goes a long way. That's the key to this dish. And then, of course, you've got to add in all the extras. That pickled radish is perfect for this because it cuts into that sort of little bit of saltiness that the dish has. A lot of flavors, and the vinegar flavor from those is so good. That is an absolutely special dish. Try that out at home. Let me know how you go. Make sure you follow my tips though. It's very easy to mess this up. It's an easy dish, but it's also a dish you've got to be careful with. If you overcook it or undercook it, the flavors are all wrong. So try it out at home. Let me know how it goes. In the meantime, enjoy your cooking. Hope you check out some of my other videos. I've got some delicious other buckwheat noodle videos that I've done recently. Check those out, and 안녕히 계세요. Thanks for watching.